I've noticed something about myself. It happens in crowded places, work gatherings, family events, celebrations, rooms filled with familiar faces. People I know, people I can talk to, people who know my name, and still the same distance remains. I can be surrounded by voice slaughter conversations that flow easily, and yet something inside me stays untouched. Not sadness, not withdrawal, just a quiet separation. I'm there, I'm present, but part of the experience stays mine. I don't think this means I dislike people, and I don't think it means I want to disappear. It feels more like awareness. The moment you realize that no matter how close we stand, each of us is still living inside a private experience. We talk, we share stories, we exchange reactions. We understand each other to a point, but what moves inside us rarely makes it out intact. I've tried explaining certain thoughts, certain feelings, and I always notice the same thing. The moment I put them into words, they change. They become simpler or louder or less precise. So sometimes I stop talking, not because I have nothing to say, but because saying it would make it less true. This isn't dramatic. It's not a crisis. It's just how experience works. We can stand in the same room, hear the same stories, laugh at the same moments, and still walk away with different impressions. Not because one of us is right and the other is wrong, because we are not identical lenses. Even with people I care about deeply, there is a line I cannot cross. They understand me from their side of the line, and I understand them from mine. There's nothing tragic about that. It is simply real. People often say that humans are social by nature, and I think that is mostly true. I need people, I need presence, I need shared moments. But I have learned that how we need people matters as much as that we need them. Some people feel more alive the more they are surrounded. Conversation energizes them, crowds sharpen them. For me, it works differently. Too much social noise does not bring me closer to myself. It pulls me away from something quieter. It is not the people themselves. It is the constant input, the expectation, the subtle pressure to react, to respond, to perform. After a while, I start to feel less clear, as if my attention is stretched too thin. When I step back, even briefly, something returns. A steadier rhythm, quieter awareness, a sense of where I end. This does not mean I choose isolation. It means I choose balance. Being alone, for me, is not absence. It is recalibration. It is the space where I notice what stayed unspoken, what I did not have time to feel while everything was moving. There is a difference between loneliness and aloneness. Loneliness feels like lack, aloneness feels like clarity, and the two are often confused. I do not feel lonely in these rooms. I feel separate, not excluded, not disconnected, just distinct. I think everyone carries this separation whether they notice it or not. Each person holds memories no one else witnessed, thoughts that never found the right shape, reactions that made sense only in that exact moment. We do not share those things completely. and maybe we are not meant to. This gap between inner experience and outer expression never fully closes, and that gap is not a failure. It is what makes art possible. Writing music images, all of them feel like attempts, quiet ones, to move something from the inside to the outside, even knowing it will not arrive whole. Maybe that is enough. Maybe connection was never meant to be perfect overlap. Maybe it is more like proximity. We approach, we pause, we step back, and in that movement, something human happens. I do not think we are isolated islands, and I do not think we have a single shared mind. We are somewhere in between, close enough to feel each other's presence, separate enough to remain ourselves. And when I'm alone in a room full of people, I no longer see it as a problem. I see it as a reminder that I am here, that I am aware that I still belong to my own experience. Not lonely, just alone.